Hey, what's going on, guys and gals? Your favorite neighbor kid, John here, coming to play a little Risk of Rain today, in honor of Risk of Rain 2, which is... I have no idea when it's coming out, but I'm hotly anticipating because this game's been out for years, and it's a game that I absolutely adore, and I've been playing it quite a bit recently, and just kind of, you know, giving it a shot again because it's been a long time, and actually collecting some new stuff. Anyway, today I'm gonna play it in a way that I haven't played it in a long time, which is to say, without any of the artifacts and basic commando at first. We're going to start out slow. I'm going to die a bunch. It's going to be a thing that happens. I'm not great at this game, and I'm really only good when I can actually choose what I'm doing, or, you know, what have you. But we'll play through. I'll play through some different characters. You know, I'll die a lot, like I said, and we'll just kind of see how it goes. Anyway, let's get started right now. Now, if you're not familiar with this game, it's actually a pretty sweet little game. It's kind of like almost an arcadey roguelike kind of game, where you have little characters that have these little each have four different skills that they can use. You can choose as you change between characters. You get to choose. You know, when you select a different character, you get to choose the character themselves, excuse me, and that that gives you certain different loadouts, like the soldier that I'm playing as, or the Commando, I believe, has got little dive roll thing, a couple different like weapons, and every character kind of has their basic attack. Like the Commando has this little double shot sort of deal, and as you're fighting enemies and getting around enemies and trying to survive, essentially, and that's the whole story behind it. You gain experience, you get health, and you get money, and you can use that money in these stages to unlock chests, which get you different little items. Like, for instance, this is a jar of souls, which is a use item that you can use to cause damage to enemies by summoning a ghost version of them. Anyway, let's see here. Like I was saying, I have the basic loadout right now. No artifacts. If you're familiar with the game at all, you know what an artifact is. It's a little secret that you can unlock in different areas of the game, in different levels. See, I've got 34, so I've got enough for another chest up here. And I'm going to not unlock that chest, because if I do, I will activate the end of this area, and I will have to fight a boss, and it will suck. Alright, let's see if I can get this. Alright. I don't have enough to get anything else. You can use those little shrines. It's a gamble. It's literally a gamble. Every time you use a shrine, you have a chance to get an item, or what have you. But the problem is that it increases the amount that it costs every time. Even though it starts out cheaper, it ends up being a lot more in the end. All right, let's use Jar of Souls again. Let's get over here. Let's lead them up. Let's go ahead and do some extra damage there. Get out of here. All right, and the ghosts are helping out. We got some money there. Nice. And so most of the items that you get, you can see in the bottom left of the screen there, they actually are passive buffs. Just little passive things that you can get that kind of upgrade the way your character works in the long run. Giving you different things like upgrades to your healing speed, or the ability to electrocute enemies that get close to you, and the like. And I can already tell I'm not going to make it very far with this particular setup right now. But yeah, you get items. A lot of them will stack and several times, but the effects that they get will change. Like, some will increase armor or what have you. Let me use that Jar of Souls again. Get out of here. Anyway. And the characters are actually pretty radically different. Like, you can get a sniper that will have to reload. And I'm going to activate the end of this level, too, while I'm getting that. All right, so this is probably not the greatest thing. The greatest idea, rather. Okay, so this is a boss, a wandering vagrant. The idea is to put as much hurt down. I mean, it's a boss. You know how it works. It's pretty simple. The trick is also not getting murdered as you're playing it. And this game can be very intense when it comes to that. All right. Let's get out of here. Now, the nice thing is, once you get through this, like, activating the teleporter will set this timer in action. And once you get through that timer, all you have to do is defeat the enemies. But up to the point where you've gotten the timer running, enemies will continue to spawn. Oop. All right, gotta be careful around here because we got a lot of enemies. There we go. Let's use the Jar of Souls. Put some hurt on everyone, hopefully. Yeah, the idea is that normally during a level, enemies will continue to spawn, and also as time goes up, so does the difficulty level. You see that in the top left, or top right corner. See that in the top right corner. There's a little timer running, and there's also like a basically what is a difficulty meter that's going up. So I'm on easy. You start out at very easy, but I'm on easy currently. And as the game goes up, as the timer goes up, you want to do as much damage as possible, get as much equipment. Oh, another one, really? Yeah, it's pretty basic, pretty simple idea. And the story kind of is like, you've crash landed on this planet. I'll maybe, you know, maybe I'll for the a video in the future, I'll actually show the title thing. Either that or I'll just record it on its own and just kind of show it at the beginning. Very nice. Rapid mitosis, reduce the cooldown of use items. Perfectly. Perfect. That's an item right there that will help out quite a bit. And you'll notice too, if you look at the corner, that items have different borders. And those borders, what those borders represent is the rarity of the items. So green ones are uncommon, and white ones are common. It's pretty obvious. It's pretty basic. And then the orange or the red outside ones, those are the rare ones. Those are the ones that are gonna help you out the most when you get them. All right, now I gotta clear out all the enemies in the area. All right, perfect. Make as much cash as possible. The only problem that I found, the only problem that you have when you're leaving the area, so you have to activate the teleporter to go to the next area. The only problem that you have is that you don't get to keep any of the money that you make in this particular spot. So any of the money that you make here, you want to either spend. Perfect. Increase jump height and reduce gravity. Nice. And these guys are particularly dangerous versions of the smaller, like, wisps. Oop. Narrow dodge there. Whew, that was close. All right, put him down. Gotta put some fire on it. Get out of there. All right, we got 3 more. It looks like 2 up there, and was there 1 more up the top? I'm not exactly. I wasn't paying the greatest amount of attention there. May have noticed. Get behind him. All right, lay the hurt down. And so the character, like I was saying, the characters are pretty fairly different. Their loadouts are different. The Commando has, you know, is basically all guns, all forward firing. The Sniper, you have single shot, and every time you shoot, you have to reload, and it's kind of like a Gears of War style reloading. Nice. And so I'm using the Shrine, and I'm gonna skip by that. I don't know why I use that. But I used to play in Dead Souls, I guess. Or Dead Cells. God, I keep screwing that up. Yeah, they're so similar. The concepts are very similar. And I mean, Dead Cells was developed. It had used a lot of the same ideas. It was very much inspired by it. Okay. So that actually gives me a critical strike if I fail the Shrine. If the Shrine doesn't give me anything, then I get, like right now, you see the little snake eyes thing on top of my head? That's an increased critical chance. All right. Let's see here. Open up that container. Fire shield. I don't actually know what a lot of these are, so okay, that's a good thing. That's really good for me because that increases the speed of my basic attack. And I think all other attacks. I'm not entirely clear on that. But if I get up to a point where I can do a lot of these really fast, it makes a big difference. Also, here's a drone, which will orbit around me and help me out. And I think I'm gonna grab this other drone and that chest right there. So chest prices increase for every level, and also you can get, always critically strike against low health enemies. That is pretty nice. So that one's a rare one. Usually the chests that you open, the price involved, there's two price levels. There's a low one and a high one. The higher one will basically always, as far as I understand it, give you at least an uncommon item. But sometimes they can give you a rare. And the same is true for any lower chests too. The lower cost ones, you can get. There's a chance of getting a rare, but most of the time it's going to be a common. And there is even, as far as I know, a chance of getting the uncommon, and there's a chance of getting an uncommon. There might even be a chance of getting a rare on those. Actually, I think I just got a rare, so that proves it right there. Anyway, once you've cleared out the map of enemies, you're heading to the next area, so check it out. Oh, in the sky meadow here. And I believe there are 5 normal stages, followed by... Oh. Flub that. Alright, let's put the hurt down. Open up this chest. Gotta get out of here. It's not a great place to be. It's not a good place to be at all. All right. Now the difficulty's ramping up, so there's an incredibly good chance that I'm going to just get murdered pretty soon here without even having the ability to unlock anything. All right, you know what? Bail out. Good deal. We'll get back up here. Now what I could do is this right here. Use the Jar of Souls. Nope. I gotta get something else to do some damage here. Alright, let's see. Now the Commandos, one of the Commandos' attacks actually does damage through enemies. So it does a lot of damage pretty quick. It's a single shot that goes through enemies, so it's actually fairly nice. Alright, use the Jar of Souls. Let's get out of here. Alright, that knife will be pretty useful. It will increase... Get out of there. It will give a chance to bleed, so like anytime I hit someone, anytime I hit something with an attack, they'll get... There's a chance that they'll bleed out, essentially. But not bleed out and like die, but like damage over time. So it's a pretty cool deal. I don't know the exact specifics on this, and I'm not as learned in this game as I would like to be. right, put them down. Let's go ahead and you can hear this there's a little bell sound in the background, like a chime from a grandfather clock, or, you know, that sort of thing. That means that the difficulty level has just gone up. So I'm at hard difficulty now, and that's not great. Essentially, what you want to do is you want to try to make as much progress as fast as you can, and still be able to do enough damage. Get enough. Oh god, it imps. Jesus. Get as many of the items as you can, as much money as you can, so you can get those items. And oh Jesus, yeah, this isn't gonna go well. I'm gonna die here, I guarantee that. Well, almost guarantee, pretty much. There's like no way I can make this out of here. Let's use the Jar of Souls. All right, get out of here. Now the imps, they teleport, so they're problematic. All right. All right, taking the dive here, taking that hit to my health. All right. Oof. And it's not a good idea to climb up when you got a Magnum Worm on you, because they can ascend to any height they need to. All right. All right, let's get okay. Whew. Let's get out of there. Oh, yeah, I'm gonna take pretty much next time I take a hit, I'm gonna be down. Almost without a doubt. Let's use that Jar of Souls while we can. Put off as many hits as we can, while we can. Oh, there we go. Right there, took that hit. Yeah, and then, like I said, this is a roguelike, so now I have to start over from the very beginning. So I gotta start, well, I mean, as such. Anyway, this is actually a great place to break it off. This is pretty perfect. So for the next episode, I'll figure out a different character to use. Maybe use a different character, and we'll see it. I'll try it out. I'll probably die a few times because Commando and Engineer are the only ones I'm really familiar with. If you like this game, it's called Risk of Rain. It's been out since, I think, 2014. You can check it out on Steam for sure. And there's a good possibility it's on the Humble Store. Also, I just want to say, if you have any challenges that you want to put forth, or anything that you want to see me play in this game, like any activations, any requirements that you want to lay down, go ahead and let me know, and I'll give it a shot. And once I actually get streaming up, I might play this game on streaming too, so that'll be pretty good. Anyway, if you like me, if you like the channel, if you like the games I play, videos I make, go ahead and like, comment, subscribe. I really appreciate the input. It really helps out. It really, really does. It helps YouTube promote me properly, and it gives me a pretty good idea of what you guys want to see. With that, thanks for checking out the video, and I will see you guys next time. Bye-bye.